My name is Shazanae, and today I decided to film my palette collection. I've never personally seen this done on YouTube. I'm sure there's videos of it floating around the internet somewhere, but on my personal subscription feed, I have never seen this done. And I was looking through my makeup collection and I'm like, you know, I have a lot of palettes, and in particular the month of April and the beginning of May, I have been purchasing a lot of palettes. I've been really getting into it. There's one palette that's actually on its way that I don't have here today to show you, so I will, post a picture or something of it throughout the video, and I'll mention when that palette comes up. But if you're interested in seeing my palette collection, then please keep watching. So I have a pile of palettes over here, so I'm just going to start picking from the top and showing you guys. So the first one I picked up is my Urban Decay Electric palette. And I'm just going to give you guys a brief overview of the palette. So that's what it looks like in the front, and then the back, and then the colors look like that. I know you guys have seen this before. I've used it in many tutorials. I forgot to mention that I do have a mix of high-end palettes and a drugstore palette. So one of the drugstore palettes is from e.l.f. It is so old. I've had this thing forever, but I love this palette. I've used this palette on many tutorials as well, but it has a whole bunch of colors from neutrals to the crazier colors on the other side. Okay, next I have this quad from Wet n Wild, and it is Walking on Eggshell, so it's just nude colors. I have this palette from Victoria's Secret. It came in like a gift box type of thing. It came with like a fragrance, the palette, and something else, and it opens like that. So those are the colors that come with Victoria's Secret. Next, I have this really old palette I've had forever from Sarah St. James. That's what the front looks like. And you open it up and it's just some more neutrals. It's like a plummy burgundy color in there. Gorgeous palette. I have this palette from Milani, which is called Runway Eyes Fashion Shadows. And it's just sticks of shadow, like it's just little strips of eyeshadow. I have from Maybelline the Nudes palette, which isn't too old, maybe 6 months old, maybe not even, but it's just a bunch of nude colors. I have this cream eyeshadow palette from Revlon, so it's 4 cream, I can't get it open. It's 4 cream nude shadows, and I usually use this as a base or sometimes by itself, but most of the time just as a base. Then I have from NYX, the NYX Love in Paris eyeshadow palette, and again, these are just a bunch of nude colors. You're going to see a lot in this video that I really like my nude eyeshadows, and I'm always buying new ones. And then I have this old palette from LA Colors. It's called Traditional. Again, just nudes, a little bit of the Plum family in there too. I have 3 Too Faced palettes. The first one I have is Natural Eyes, which by the time this video comes up, this will have already been completed. I also, I forgot to show you the inside in case you never saw that palette. Again, nude colors, some shimmery, some matte. Next from Too Faced is my Sugar Pop palette, which was the first one that I did the 3-eye look on. And the pamphlet's falling out. And this one is more of a, it has like a couple neutrals in there. Over here, maybe the highlighting colors, but then it has really fun colors, and I love this color for the fall. And the third one that I have not done yet, a 3-part series on, is Natural Matte, which is just like the Natural Eyes, but instead this is all matte colors, so no shimmers at all. Then I have Naked 1 and Naked 2. Naked 1 I have had forever. This thing has been beaten the crap out of. If you can just see the colors, I've hit pan on most of them. There's only a couple colors I have not hit pan on. But Smog was actually the first one to go, and I cleaned that bad boy out. But I love this palette. Because I love Naked 1 so much, I went ahead and tried Naked 2. This one is much newer than Naked 1. I have not hit pan on any of the colors yet, but that's what Naked 2 looks like. And I haven't picked up Naked 3, but I'm tempted to. Next, I have a contour palette I got from Too Faced, and that's what this one looks like. Let me grab the brush out of there. So it has 2 highlighting colors. One is shimmery, one is matte, and then 2 matte bronzer colors. One is a little darker than the other. And it came with this little angled brush that I took out of that spot. Then I have this cream contour palette I got from Amazon only for a couple bucks. No mirror or anything, but I've hit pan on this color. This is the contour color that I use most of the time, and then I use that as a highlighting color, but I really like this contour palette. There's no brand name, so I really apologize. Like, nothing rubbed off, no sticker came off. This is just how it came. Next, this is one of my newer palettes. This is the Sephora Moon Baked Shadow Palette, which I have not done a review on. I just have to film it. Excuse me, but that's what these colors look like. And they're elevated. You'll see that in the review video, but they come up like that, and I have a few things to say about that. Next, I have my Brow Envy palette by Too Faced. I did a review on this as well. Let me take that out. But that's what it looks like. It has blonde and brown powders, and then it has a highlighting and a setting wax. There's eyebrow hairs in my setting wax. That's pretty gross. And when I mentioned in the beginning that I don't have a palette with me because it's in the mail, I think it's coming tomorrow, but I couldn't wait to film this, is my BH Cosmetics. I'm going to put it here, a picture and the name of it, because I can't remember it, but it's like something girl, I think, like maybe Maui girl, something tropical. Has a lot of pretty colors in it, but I got that. And then my newest palette before that was my Galaxy Chic palette, which I love this palette. I filmed a video, but I'm not sure which one will be up first, either this video or this video, but oh, okay, and there goes Jupiter again. But that's what this palette looks like, and I'm actually wearing some of the colors on my eyes. I'm wearing Mercury, and I'm wearing a Pluto on my eyes today. So I'm hoping I'm not missing any palettes, but those are all the palettes. Some are really old, some are brand new, like only a couple weeks old, but I have so many palettes, but I use them all. I know that might be hard to believe, but some palettes have colors that other palettes don't have. Some palettes have the same colors, but some are shimmery, some are matte. I love to change up my makeup all the time, not necessarily the way I apply it, but the colors that I use, I'm always changing it up. I'm always trying to experiment with new colors, and new palettes palettes just have been my obsession recently, whether it's eyeshadow palettes or whether it's face or brow palettes. I really like to experiment with different palettes recently, so if you have any palettes that you know of that you haven't bought in yet, or you want to see what I think of them or how they apply or whatever, please send me a message or leave that in the comments below. I would love suggestions on palettes to buy, because I'm just kind of going off of what I see. I just found out that BH Cosmetics you have to order online. I don't think they're sold in stores, so if you know of any BH Cosmetics palettes or Too Faced palettes or Urban Decay palettes or a completely different brand of palette, please let me know. But other than that, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up if you did. It lets me know that you enjoyed it and you're supporting my channel. You can also subscribe if you don't want to miss any new videos. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, both at ShadeIs1A. I'm always posting pictures on my Instagram. And that is it. So until my next video, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.